Hi, welcome everyone. Welcome. Welcome to our today's YouTube video, YouTube Live. In today's class, we'll be basically looking at trigonometry. Okay? So basically, trigonometry can be seen as the study of, okay? In our today's class, we'll be looking at trigonometry. Trigonometry basically is the study of triangles in relation to the sides and angle. Let's take, for instance, when you are trying to study, let's use this, the angle triangle we are usually conversant with, which is a right angled triangle. And this is where we have angle 90 at A, we have B, we have C. Though there is an angle formed in A and B, but all we know that these two angles that must be in A and B will be what? Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Herbert. Thank you so much. All you have to know here is that since we've known that trigonometry is the study of triangles in relation to the sides and angle. This is a right angle and triangle, and it's right angle at A. Okay, and there exists angle here and angle here, but all we know is that the angle that are in C and B must be within 90 degrees. Okay, okay, so I want, if we have angle 30 degrees here, what angle is expected to be in B? Let's know this. At least this is the basics. Let me know that in the comment section. What angle is expected to be in B if we have the angle in C to be 30 degrees? Remember that I told you that when you add the two angles, you are expected to get, yeah, correct, it's 90 degrees, correct. So you see that when we sum these two angles, we are expected to get 90 degrees. So in trigonometry, we have what we call special angles. We have a lot of them, but here today, we'll be basically be looking at special angle 30 degrees, special angle 60 degrees, special angle 45 degrees. We are going to use it to find the missing side in a triangle. Okay? Okay, we are going to use it. Please like and share the live class. Please like and share the live class. Okay, this will help us to get to wider audience. Please like and share. So in trigonometry, we are trying to find one of the missing side of the triangle. So here, due to time, I listed out the values for each angle. Tan 30 is root 3 over 3, cos 30 is root 3 over 2, cos sine 30 is 1 over 2, tan 60 is root 3, tan cos 60 is half, sine 60 is root 3 over 2, then tan 45 is, I think, 1, then sine 45, and so on. So these are the special angles that we have. Okay, please like and share the video. Okay, these are the special angles that we have. So on this, let's try to find the missing side of a triangle. So let's say, for instance, I have this triangle. This is triangle A, B, and C. And it's right angle here. And I have the angle to be 30 degrees here. Okay? But then, let's say we call this theta. Okay? So first of all, we have to know the ratios. Okay? So if here is theta, here is now small a, here is small b, and here is small c. When you are told to find tan theta, for instance, sine theta is the ratio of the opposite over the ratio of hypotenuse. And in trigonometry, note this, we say that the hypotenuse is the longest side of the triangle, okay? The hypotenuse is the longest side of the triangle. the hypotenuse is the longest side of the triangle, and it directly faces angle 90 degrees. And it directly faces angle 90 degrees. So this is the hypotenuse. Okay? So we pick here as the hypotenuse. When we talk about the opposite, we are very specific to get the opposite, because the opposite in this particular triangle is the side that is facing the already defined angle. So here, the already defined angle is theta, and the side that is directly facing theta is B. So we pick here to be opposite. Then the remaining side is the adjacent. Okay? So you see that sine theta is the ratio of opposite and hypotenuse. So we say that sine theta, the opposite is B, considering theta, B over the hypotenuse is A. So sine theta is B over A. Okay? Then the next thing we'll look at is that we are going to look at cos theta. If you look at cos theta is the ratio of adjacent and hypotenuse. Okay? So the adjacent is basically what? Adjacent is C. We have it as C over, and the hypotenuse is the longest side, A. So this can be seen as, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay? Please, you can like the video and share it, okay? So you can now see that we have already established this particular scenario. The next thing we are going to look at is to get the tan theta. Okay? Tan theta. Because we are considering the angle, tan theta is the ratio of opposite and adjacent. So we have it as opposite and over adjacent. What is the opposite here? The opposite of this angle is B. B over A. So this is B, not B over A, sorry. B over C, please. B over C. If you have any problem, you can drop it in the comments so that we can solve it. Please like and share, comment your view, drop any question that is related to this topic. Thank you so much. Drop any question that is related to this topic. Habat Asiedu, thank you so much. I really appreciate your comment. Thank you. Okay, so if you have any, so this is the basics. Now, we are going to use to solve the problem. The problem is very, very easy. So far, you've known this. Okay, so since you know this, let's take a good look at a simple triangle. Okay, let's take, for instance, I have this triangle. And this triangle, we have an angle 30 degrees here. Here is A, here is B, here is C. Okay? We have this side to be 5 cm, and we are told to find this missing side. So if you have any view, can you guess the ratio that can solve it? What ratio can solve it? Can you get that? What ratio can solve this? What ratio? What trigonometrical ratio? Remember, we are given the opposite, and we are told to find the hypotenuse. Okay? We are given the opposite, and we are told to find the hypotenuse. This is very, very simple to do. Okay? This is opposite, and this is hypotenuse. So all we have to do here is very simple. Okay. All we have to do here is very, very simple. We look at the ratio. We look at the trigonometrical ratios we have. This is opposite and this is hypotenuse. So the one that solves is sine theta. We state the formula opposite over hypotenuse. So the angle is 30 degrees. We have sine 30 degrees. This is the angle 30 degrees is equal to, what's the opposite? 5. So the opposite is 5. You write it as 5 divided by, then the hypotenuse is what? 3. Is x, sorry, x. So this is like x over 1. So the next thing you do here is just to cross and multiply. So if you cross and multiply, you can see that 5 is equal to sine 30 will times this. We have it as x times sine 30 degrees. What then is the value of sine 30 degrees? Go at the ratios. This is 30. Sine 30 is 1 over 2. That means 5 is equals to 1 over 2x. So we multiply both sides by 2 and multiply both sides by 2 to clear the fraction. If you multiply both sides by 2, what are you getting? You see that x is equals to 10 centimeters. So x is actually 10 centimeters, okay? X is 10 centimeters, okay? So this is how we find the missing side of a triangle. It's very easy. If you have any question, you can drop it so that we can help you and solve it. So we got that x is 10 cm. The reason why we found x to be 10 cm is that we used the trigonometrical ratios, the sine, so that once you use the sine, because sine provides the ratio of opposite and hypotenuse, which solves the problem. So if you have any problem, please drop it in the comments. If you have any problem, let's take another one together. Okay, so let's look at this one. I have this triangle. Here is 60 degrees. Here is x, and here is 10 cm. This is A, this is B, this is C. Here I'm trying to find the missing side, x. Before you do that, look at your trigonometrical ratios. The needed side is the adjacent because this side is always the opposite and it directly faces the given angle. So here is adjacent and we are given hypotenuse. So we are going to use the hypotenuse to find the missing side. So the one that is the ratio of adjacent and hypotenuse is cos. We have it that cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So our angle here is that cos 60 degrees is equal to, because we have it at 6, because of the 60 degrees, is equal to adjacent is x over hypotenuse is 10. So we have to cross and multiply. If you cross and multiply, x is equals to 10 will times cos 60. We have it as 10 cos 60 degrees. So what's the value of cos 60? This is cos 60. Cos 60 is a half. So we have that x is equals to 10 times half. 10 times half is what? Let me know that in the comments. 10 times half is what? 10 times half is what? 10 times half is what? Okay, I should explain it again. Which side do you want me to explain again? 10 times half is what? 10 times half is what? Okay, I will still use another problem to do that. I will still use another question to solve it. 10 times half is what? What is the value for 10 times half? Let me see that in the comments. 10 times half, 10 times half. 10 times half is very simple to do because all you have to do is just to, all you got to do is just to cross out. So if you cross out, if you divide, 2 is 1, 2 is 5. So the x is now equal to 5. So the missing side there is also 5 centimeters. Okay? The missing side is 5 cm. The missing side is 5 cm. Let's look at another one. Let's look at it. This is how we do trigonometry. Let's look at another. You can still go back in the video to watch, to rewatch. That will help you. So I have here to be 6 cm. I have here to be, okay, we have used them much. I have here to be 30 degrees, and I have here to be x. Okay, so here in this question now, we'll try to find the value of x. Can you suggest in the chat the value of x? Can you suggest in the comment section the value for x? What's 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 the value for x? Okay, the value for x is very, very easy to get. First, we are going to use the ratios. The angle given is directly is 30 degrees and is opposite to 6 cm. Then the other side is called adjacent because this side that is opposite angle 90 is already the hypotenuse. So all you have to do is very simple. So all you have to do is that you are going to see that the ratio is tan because only tan theta provides the ratio of opposite and adjacent. So we have it as opposite and over adjacent. So all we have to do here is that the angle is 30 degrees, right? We have it that tan 30 degrees is equal to, what is the opposite here? The opposite is 6. We have it as 6 cm, or basically 6 over x. Okay? What's the value for tan 30? Tan 30 is given to be root 3 over 3. So we can basically write root 3 over 3 is equal to 6 over x. The next thing we do is just to simplify the problem. The next thing we do is just to simplify the problem. And to simplify the problem, you first cross and multiply. Cross and multiply. If you cross and multiply, x will times root 3. That gives you x root 3. And that's equals to 3 will times 6. And that will give you 18. Divide through by root 3 and divide through by root 3. If you divide through by root 3, the root 3's are out. You are having it to be that x is equals to 18 over root 3. The next thing you ought to do is to rationalize the surd. And to rationalize surd, you multiply the numerator by the irrational part, root 3, and also multiply it to the denominator, root 3, to maintain equivalence. Because at the denominator now, we are having clearly a perfect square. And this is 18 root 3 over, you multiply the numbers in the square root. 3 times 3 is 9. You have it as 9. That means root 9. Root 9 is 3. This gives you 18 root 3 over 3. But 3 can still divide 18. So you reduce to its lowest term 1. Reduce to its lowest term 6. So the answer is 6 root 3. So the answer to this particular missing side of the triangle is basically what? Root 6 root 3 centimeters. Remember, if you forget the unit, you get it wrong. If you forget the unit, you get it wrong. So you have to put here cm. Okay? So this is how to find the missing side of a triangle. This is how to find the missing side of a triangle using using uh, uh, using using trigonometrical ratios. Okay, so this is very very easy. Let's take a good look at another one. Okay, so let's try to find, here is 30 degrees, here is 45 degrees, here is x, and here is 10 cm. Let's find the missing side. We also have our triangle to be in form of A, B, and C. We also have our triangle to be in form of A, B, and C. Okay, so to find the missing side of this particular triangle is very, very easy. All we have to do is simple. This is the opposite, and this is called the adjacent. So basically, the 45 degrees we'll be using is the tan. Okay, so we have it that tan 45 degrees is equal to opposite over adjacent. Tan 45 from the question is 1, and it's equals to the opposite is x over the adjacent is 10. So if you cross and multiply, x is equals to 10 centimeters. So the missing side for this particular triangle is 10 cm. This actually shows you that whenever you have an angle 45 degrees and and you are told to find, you are given any of the side, in the sense you are given any of the side like uh, like 5 cm. This shows you that the next side should always be what? 5 cm. This shows you that the next side will always be 5 cm. Okay, let's continue, please. Okay. Okay, so let's look at another triangle. This is another triangle. We have here to be 6 cm. 6 cm. We have here to be 60 degrees. We have here to be x. Okay, so to find this, if you look vividly well, we'll be making use of the as. Yeah, I can teach calculus. I can teach calculus. Yeah, I can teach calculus. Just that I just said let me use this easy one to refresh our memories on trigonometry. Maybe my next live class, hopefully tomorrow, I will look at calculus. Yeah, I will look at calculus definitely. I will look at that. It's not that it's very, very easy to attend. Okay, so let's dive into the question we have on the board. We are trying to find the value of x. Remember, I told you to find the value of x, you're trying to find the missing side of a right angle triangle. So we are going, here I gave some hints about special angles like 30, 60, and 45, which are the restricted ones we'll be using today. Okay, so to find this, first, the opposite is not given. We have the adjacent, and our main goal here is to find the hypotenuse. I call this the hypotenuse because it directly faces angle 90 degrees. So let's move on. So this tells you that we are going to use cos 60 degrees is equal to the adjacent is 6 cm over the adjacent is 6 cm and the hypotenuse is x. So this becomes over x. What is the value for cos 60? Cos 60 is half. So all you have to do is that you're going to do, you just do 1 over 2 is equal to 6 over x. So instead of writing cos 60, you are going to use what we call, you are going to use half, which is the standard for it. Okay? You are going to use half, which is basically the standard for rate. So when you use half, you can now see you cross and multiply. If you cross and multiply, you see that 6 will times 2, and that will give you what? 12. 12 is equals to x. This shows you that x is equals to 12 centimeters. Okay? X is 12 centimeters. So it's very, very easy. Okay? It's very, very easy. Okay? It's very, very easy. So this is how we actually find the missing side in trigonometry. This is how we find the missing side in trigonometry. Okay? Okay, this is how we do that. So let's do one more. Maybe we'll look at sorts. We'll look at sorts. Okay, if we do one more, maybe we'll look at sorts before my time. Yeah, I can do calculus though. I can do calculus. Yeah, I can do calculus. Yeah. So let's look at the next question in line. Let's say we have this. We have this, and the angle here is 60 degrees. Here is x. We are told here is 12 cm. Okay, so our goal here is just to find the value of x. And to find the value of x is very, very easy to do. To find the value of x is very, very easy. So what do you know what we are going to do when we try to find the value of x? This is basically the opposite, and this is the hypotenuse. Okay? So all you have to do is to use the sine, because sine provides the ratio of opposite and hypotenuse. So if you use the sine, what are you going to see? Angle is 60 degrees, right? That means sine 60 degrees is equal to, what's the opposite? X. You have it as x over hypotenuse is 12. Okay? So this is how we do it. X is 12. So hypotenuse is basically what? The hypotenuse is basically what? 12. The reason it is 12 is that the hypotenuse is always the longest side in the right angle triangle. Okay, so on this, you can now see that sine 60 is root 3 over 2. So you write root 3 over 2, and it's equals to x over 12. So do you know what to do? You cross and multiply, cross and multiply. In trigonometry, we make use of cross multiplication very, very well. Okay? You make use of cross multiplication very, very well. It helps us to get the answer very easy and very, very, very fast. So if you cross and multiply, you have it that x is equals to root 3 will times, okay, 2 will times x, that's 2x, is equals to root 3 will times what? We have it as 12 root 3. So to get actually the value of x, you divide through by 2 and divide by 2. If you divide by 2, what do you get? You have it that x is equals to 2 is 1, 2 is 6. So x is equals to 6 root 3 centimeters. So the length of x is 2 root 3 centimeters. That means 2 root 3 centimeters. So this is very, very simple to do. It's very, 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 very simple to do. It's just to know how to know the values of the ratios. Once you know the values of the ratios, it will be easy for you. Once you know the values of the ratios, it will be very, very easy for you. So that's it. Okay, let's continue. Let's look at this one. We have this is a right angle, A, B, and C. Okay, and the angle is here to be 45 degrees. Here is X, and here is 8 centimeters. Our goal is to find the missing side. If you can guess, let me know the actual answer you think that will be, it will be. Okay, the application of sec, cosec, and cosecant. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. Just give a like, comment. Yeah, I can virtually do that. I can do that. Maybe that will be maybe in our next class tomorrow, because the goal here is to teach and explain how to do basic trigonometrical ratios. Okay. Okay, you don't speak English. You don't speak English perfectly. Okay. I understand. I understand. Maybe because of the location you are. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Actually, I'm in Nigeria. Where are you watching from? Teaching from Nigeria, West Africa, Nigeria. Yeah. Yeah. So that's it. So you can now see that we have the opposite and we have the hypotenuse. So basically, to do this is very simple. So opposite x, hypotenuse 8. So all we have to do is just to use what? Opposite and hypotenuse is sine. So we have it that sine theta is the ratio of opposite and hypotenuse. Okay? So since sine theta is the ratio of opposite and hypotenuse, it's very, very easy to do. Okay, you are from Brazil. Welcome. That's America. Okay, so that's fine. So since you have this, you can now see we have it to be sine 45 degrees is equals to opposite is x. You have it as x over hypotenuse is 8. You have it as 8. So all you have to do now is to plug in the value of 45 degrees. And the value for 45 degrees for sine is root 2 over 2. So you put it to be root 2 over 2 is equal to x over 8. Do you know what to do next? Cross and multiply. So if you cross and multiply, it's very, very easy to do. If you cross and multiply, it becomes as easy as ABC. All you have to do is that you notice that the x is equals to, this times this will give you 8 root 2 over, okay, 2 now times x, 2. So you have to divide by 2 and divide by 2. If you divide by 2, what are you having? X is equals to 8 by 2 is 2, 4. 4 root 2 centimeters. Very, very easy. So this is very, very easy to do. This shows you that X, let's know your location. Hebat Asiedu, let's know your location. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Let's know in the comment. Okay, so that's the actual answer. Okay, that's the actual answer. That's the actual answer. So since we've known this, it's very easy to note. Let's look at another one. Let's look at here. Here is 13 cm. Here is x, and here is 30 degrees. So actually here, we are trying to know the missing angle. Okay? Okay, you said in a rectangle triangle with 45 degrees, can we multiply uh the castle by I can okay. If it's 45 degrees, it works this way. Do you know how it works? Once the angle is 45 degrees, the opposite and the adjacent are always the same. Then the hypotenuse side will now take a definite value. Because if you if you look at the one on the screen now, the tan cannot solve it. Tan cannot solve it because we are not concerned with opposite. But for you to use tan, it must involve opposite. Okay, so that's the actual thing there. For you to use tan, it must involve opposite. So if you look at this one we have on the screen now, we are not using tan, but rather if you look at it, we are given the opposite, the angle, and we are told to find the hypotenuse. So all we have to do here is to use what? Is to use sine, because sine is also, we've used sine much, the ratio of opposite and hypotenuse. And that will give you that angle is 30, meaning that sine 30 degrees is the ratio of opposite is 13, hypotenuse is x. Sine 30 degrees is 1 over 2, and that's equal to 13 over x. For you to get the x, you just have to cross and multiply. 13 will now times 2. X is now equal to 2 times 13. What's 2 times 13? Write it in the comments. What's 2 times 13? Write it in the comments. What's 2 times 13? Write it in the comments. What's 2 times 13? Let's know that in the comment. What's the value for 2 times 13? What's 2 times 13? Let's know that in the comment. 2 times 13. Okay, I can do that. I can teach you again. How about, where are you watching from? Where are you connecting from? What's the value for 2 times 13? 26, correct. 26, 26, correct. So that means x is what? 26 cm. So the value for the missing side is 26 cm. Correct, good. The value for the missing side is 26 cm. So that's how to do that. Let's look at another one. Let's look at another one. This is the next one we have. We have here to be 4 cm. We have here to be x. We have here to be 30 degrees. Okay, if you look at this, can you tell me in the comment section the trigonometrical ratio that can solve it? Oh, why do you say 35? No, it's not 35, rather 26. 26 is the answer, 26. I said you should tell me 2 times 13. 2 times 13 is 26, okay? Okay, can you in the comment section let me know the type of trigonometrical ratio that can solve this? What's the trigonometrical ratios that can solve this one on the board? Can you tell me what's the trigonometrical? Is it sine? Is it cosine? Is it tangent that can solve this ratio on the board? What's the trigonometrical ratio that can do that? Is it sine? Is it cosine? Is it tangent? Okay, let me do that for us. If you look at this, you can now see that this is a triangle. Here is the opposite, here is the adjacent, and this is the angle. So all you have to see now is that you are looking at opposite and you are looking for adjacent. So if you want to do that, the ratio that best serves for this is tan, because tan theta, if you are here when I started the live class, I said that tan theta is the ratio of opposite and adjacent. Can you tell me the side that is the adjacent? Can you tell me the side that is the adjacent? Can you tell me the side that is adjacent? The side that is adjacent? Which side is the adjacent here? The adjacent, so you have it as tan. The angle is 30. The angle is 30 degrees. So the adjacent, the opposite is 4, right? So the opposite is 4 over. The adjacent is x. So the adjacent is x. This is like x over 1. So for us to do that is very, very simple. Tan 30 degrees, where is 30 tan? Root 3 over 3. So you have it as root 3 over 3 is equal to 4 over x. Okay? So since you know this, all you have to do is just to cross and multiply. If you cross and multiply, this times this will give you x root 3, and it's equals to 3 times 4 will give you 12. To get, you have to divide through by root 3 and divide through by root 3. Since our goal is to find the value of x, and the root 3 cancels out, you have it that x is equals to 12 over root 3. So you have to rationalize. To rationalize, you multiply the root 3 over the root 3. Okay? So you multiply out. This times this will give you 12 root 3 over. You do root 3 times root 3 gives you root 9 over root 9. Then root 9 is a perfect square. So if you take the square root, you have it as 3. So the answer is 12 root 3 over 3. The next thing is to reduce the fraction to its lowest term by dividing by the common factor. 3 is 1, 3 is 4. Okay, so the answer is basically that x is equals to 4 root 3 centimeter. Please, if you forget to put the unit, you got it very, very wrong. If you forget to put the unit, you got it very, very wrong. Who amongst you get the answer right and understand what I'm teaching? Who is getting it? Where are you finding it difficult? Okay, so this is how we actually solve problems. Like this is very, very easy. Okay, so let me give you guys the ones to do. Let me give you guys the ones to do. Let me give you guys the ones to do. Let's know who is going to get it right. Can you try? I want you to try. Try this. This is a triangle. Here is 60 degrees. Here is x, and here is 14 cm. Try this. Find the missing side. Let me know the answer in the comment section. Let me know people among here that is following what we are doing. Can you try to tell me the actual missing angle here? Can you? Who can try? Who can try? Who can try? Who can try to find the missing angle? 1 minute, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Who gets the answer right? Who gets the answer right? Can you find the missing angle? Can you find the missing angle? The missing angle? Who can find the missing angle? Okay, so let's do that. Let's do it. It's very easy to do. So this is basically adjacent, and this is 14 cm, which is the hypotenuse. So we have it that cos 60 degrees is adjacent is x, hypotenuse is 14. Have it as 14. So cos 60 degrees is 1 over 2. Cos 60 is 1 over 2. 1 over 2 is equals to x over 14. So for us to get the value of x, you cross and multiply. X times 2 will give you 2x is equals to 14. Okay? Then the next thing you have to do is to divide through by 2 by 2. If you divide through by 2, you have it that x is equals to, when you divide 14 by 2, you are going to get 7. So x is 7 centimeters. So this is the value for x. This is the value for x. Correct. 7 cm. I like that. 7 cm. This is the value for x. Yeah, good. Good. Adjuvasto, you are correct. Yeah, thank you. Welcome to the channel. X is 7 cm. Oh, thank you. Yeah. You forgot to write the unit. You should add the unit. Add the unit. It's very, very important. It's very, without the unit, we are not getting it. We are not getting it. You should add the unit. It's very important. You should add the unit. It is very, very important. The unit is important as the answer. I like how we are reacting. So that's how we find the missing. So I want you to add the unit and still put the answer. Add the unit and still put the answer. Another class work for us. I want us to try this. Try this. Let's know the answer. Try this. Try this. Let's know the answer. Try this. Here is 30 degrees. Here is x. And here is 20 cm. Fastest finger. Try this. Can you get it? Do you know how to do this? Try this. Let's know who gets it. Fast person. Let's know the fastest. Let's know the fastest. Who will get this? Who will get it? What's the answer to the question on the board? Like the video, please. Like and share the video, please. Like and share the video. What's the answer? Can't you try this? Under 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, try it. Try it. What do you get? What do you get? Try it. Try it. What's the answer? What's the answer? What do you get? What? Okay, 10 cm. Yeah, correct. You are right. 10 cm is the answer. 10 cm is the answer. How do you get the 10 cm? Can you tell us? Okay, it's very, very easy because opposite hypotenuse. So you use sine. So we have sine theta is opposite is x over hypotenuse is the longest side, 20. So if you cross and multiply, x is equals to 20 sine 30 degrees. Remember, sine 30 is 1 over 2, right? X is equals to 20 times 1 over 2. 2 is 1, 2 is 10. So X is 10 cm. Okay? X is 10 cm. X is 10 cm. Correct. Makateko Balohi. Thank you so much for the answer. One more question coming on. One more question coming on. Okay. More questions coming. Let's try this. Let's try this. Okay. Try this. Try this. Here is 45 degrees. Let me give you a hard one. X and 10 cm. Can you tell me the answer? You have 2 minutes to finish. Try it. Try it. This is very, very easy. It's very easy. Let's know who gets it right. Try it. Let's know. It's very easy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's know that in the comment. Try it and let us know. Try it and let us know. Try it. Find the value of X. I need 2 people to write the answer. It's very, very simple. Before I come and solve it. And also tell us the ratio you used. Tell us the ratio you used. Okay? Try it and let us know the answer in the comments. Okay, try it and let us know the answer in the comments. Can't you find this? Solve it. Okay, let me solve it. What's the value for tan 45? Is 1. So this shows that here will also be time. Okay? So the missing side is 10 centimeters. 10 centimeters. Let's continue. This is another one. We have here to be which we use 30 for. Okay, let's use 30 degrees. Here is 5 cm and here is x cm. Let's work out this. Can we solve it? Can we solve it? Can we solve it? Can you find the missing side? Can we solve it? Can we solve it? Fastest finger, can we solve it? Can we solve it? Okay, let's do that together. So you can see that this is opposite and this is adjacent. So we are also using tan. So tan theta is the ratio of opposite over adjacent. Okay, so we are looking at tan 30 degrees. So we have it that tan 30 degrees is equals to opposite is the x. So you write the x over adjacent is the 5. So you have the 5. What then is the value for tan 30? Tan 30 is root 3 over 3. So have it that root 3 over 3 is equal to x over 5. Okay? So since you have it that x root 3 over 3 is x over 5, it's very, very easy to get. So the next thing you have to do is to cross and multiply. X times 3 is 3x, and that is equals to 5 times root this will give you 5 root 3. The next thing is to divide by 3 and divide by 3. If you divide 3 by 3, 3 will be out. You see that x is equals to 5 root 3 over 3. And that's the required answer. Okay? Let's put the units here. If you put the unit, you now get it very well. So the answer becomes it. So, okay, you now understand. Thank you. Thank you. Have you shared the video to your friends? Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate Vasdov. Vasdov, I really appreciate. Okay. So let me just catch up some rest. Thank you guys for sticking around. Okay, tomorrow same time I will still be available. Tomorrow same time I will still be available. So I want you, if you have any topic you want us to do now, we are just summarizing. Tomorrow same time tomorrow, I will still come live so that we can discuss strictly mathematics. Okay, if you have any topic that is bothering you in school or that is bothering your child in school, you can paste it in the comment section so that I can pick some of them and come live here and discuss it with us. If you have any practical exam, I have a lot of maths Olympiad I've uploaded. I'm just taking YouTube serious now. So I want you can go through it, watch, share to your friends. Always please leave a comment. If you enjoyed the video, leave the comment. This will tell me the areas that is needed by us so that we can make more videos on it. Okay, if it's very easy to understand, like you're understanding each step, just let me know. If I'm too fast in solving the problem, also let me know. If I'm too slow, also let me know. I just want the move us to be moving in the same pace. Okay, if there's any topic you're struggling with or your child is struggling with, it's very easy. Just let us know in the comment section. We'll do that. Then even in other videos I've done, if you watch it, if you have any criticism, write it. If like it, share it, let everybody see that. We'll try to help as much as possible to take mathematics to our doorstep. Okay? Thank you so much. Okay? Thank you. I really appreciate you for sticking around. Okay? Okay, yeah. Maths is easy. Okay, analytic geometry. I've seen that analytic geometry. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Any other one? Yeah, I like your spirit. Vasudov. Yeah, mass is easy generally. Just the fear people have. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you for thanking me. You are really welcome. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you. Bye for now. See you guys later.